And I want to congratulate both President al-Bashir and President Salva Kiir for having worked so closely together in the true spirit of the comprehensive peace agreement that the referendum was successfully held. Of course, you're all very concerned with the developments of Abyei. And I want to urge this neighboring country of Sudan to do everything it takes to make sure that we do not abort what is clearly ahead of us. And I'm sure that both the North and the South will require each other after July the 9th. I had to say that because these two issues are very close to my heart. The African Union succeeded the Organization of African Unity on a new journey to economic prosperity and improved governance for the African people. Thus, Africa has witnessed a reckoning with Africans themselves, leading the way in the search for peace and stability on their own soil. For instance, many formerly conflict-torn nations of the continent have steadily been nursed into good health, and this positive trend is the culmination of efforts towards democratic governance, public sector reform, greater transparency, and accountability. We are truly proud of these achievements. And it is clear to me that Africa in its totality is today crying out for more democracy, more openness, more participatory governance from the Cape to Cairo, and from West Africa to Addis Ababa. And therefore, we have to really look at this as the challenge of our time. And therefore, that's why I wanted to thank the chairperson of the commission for a very powerful message. In fact, the 48th anniversary of Africa Day is clearly given the direction by that speech, because we have to think about the youth of Africa. And the youth of Africa are increasingly becoming impatient when they see bad governance, when they see intolerance. And I think it is important for us to take note. In this country alone, 65% are below the age of 35 years. Therefore, Kenya is a very young nation. And yet, if we give the youth the opportunity to realize their full potential, the sky can truly be the limit. This is why in Kenya, we are looking forward to attaining Vision 2030, which will herald, which actually will mean that we do not have to talk about our youth living below $2 per day. I think this is the way to go, even for the rest of all of us. And while significant achievements can be credited to the continent, many challenges still face us. And for instance, we cannot afford to rest while some of our brothers and sisters still crave for peace, notably, as I said, our neighboring state of Somalia. And Kenya does support all efforts towards a search for lasting peace in all our regions. Other challenges still persisting in our continent include low literacy levels, the HIV/AIDS pandemic, extreme poverty, unemployment, and high child mortality. The answers to some of these issues lie in the attainment of the Millennium Development Goals. And I hope that when 2015 comes, we'll all have some serious reporting to make. We need to redouble our efforts and exploit all available opportunities to realize these goals so as to further improve the lives of our people. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, may I urge all of you, indeed all of us as Africans and our friends, all the friends of Africa, to rise up to the challenge of developing our beloved continent. I hold the view that the 21st century truly belongs to Africa. And therefore, even as I speak, the only reason you are speaking of an acting permanent secretary is because this permanent secretary joined President Kibaki and other African leaders in talking about India-Africa in Addis Ababa. This is the way to go. We are seeing a lot of positive engagement. When Africa looks to the east, it should not be confused for anything other than the need to lift the quality of lives of our people. And therefore, we want to congratulate countries like China, countries like India, and in joining up with the rest of our Western friends to try and work towards infrastructure. I'm told the Chinese believe, for instance, that if you want to get employment, if you want to improve quality of life, build a road. This is why as you go around this city today, you see some deliberate effort towards lifting the quality of infrastructure in our country. Let us all work together towards lasting peace, economic integration, and social development. Together in unison, we can build not only a better Africa, but I believe a better world. Long live Africa. God bless you all. Thank you so much.